All right, next conversion factor we're going to be doing is pretty straightforward. It's standard cubic feet to actual cubic feet. But intuitively what this is talking about is that, say we had a balloon and that balloon was on surface, we filled it up and it was 1 standard cubic foot, which means it took the volume of floodable volume of essentially 1 cubic foot. Well, we all know that if we press that down to 33 feet in the water column, that it would shrink in half, okay? So now that 1 standard cubic foot of air that we had is actually, so that standard cubic foot on surface is now actually at 33 feet, it's only half that, so it's 0.5 actual cubic feet, okay? So we're gonna be, that's a little bit of intuition before we start this on what we're doing here. So the equation to go from standard cubic feet to actual cubic feet is gonna be, you're gonna take your standard cubic feet and you're gonna divide that by your ATAs. Pretty straightforward. And that's gonna give you your actual cubic feet. All right. Obviously, if you know your depth, but you got to convert that to ATAs in order to do this. We talked about that earlier. It's not too difficult. So let's say that on surface we have, just following the example, we have 1 standard cubic foot of air, and we're going down to 33 feet. Well, we all know that 33 feet is how many atmospheres? Absolute. It's going to be 2. So that's going to give us our answer. So obviously 1/2 is going to be 0.5 ACFM. I'm sorry, ACF, not ACFM. And that's going to be our final answer. All right, vice versa, if we wanted to go the opposite direction, we would do our ATAs and we would multiply that by our ACFM. ACF, keep saying that, my bad. It's gonna give us our standard cubic feet. We'll just do the same type of thing that we were talking about earlier. So if we're at 2 ATAs and we have 0.5 actual cubic feet on bottom, that's gonna be equivalent to 1 standard cubic foot of air. All right, I know I've used really simple numbers with this, trying to add a little bit of intuition to it, but you can do all kinds of numbers with this. You know, we could do 12 ATAs times, 1250 or whatever you want to call it, ACFM, and it's gonna be the same thing. So 12 times 1250 is equal to, looks like 15,000. And just one thing to remember for both of these is that whenever you're going to be doing this, you're going to be carrying the decimal 2 places.